Mahadev Atmanaha. In the various Hitopadesh, Gitopadesh videos and many other videos that we're going to be discussing, all these various scriptures and texts of the Sanātan Dharma, I get asked many times that, sometimes you're quoting from the Ved, sometimes you're quoting from the Upanishads. For example, there's a reference from the Itihās Shāstras. How many texts are there, and what are their place in this Vedic ambit, in this Vedic parampara, in this tradition that we have? So I thought, let's make a video series, in which we'll be able to understand each and every section. Now, in order to make this first video is possibly going to act as a table of contents, if you will. We'll go through all of them just by name, and in the future videos, we will deal with every single section and we'll be giving an updesh on all those different sections in successive videos. Now, in order to understand this entire Vedic parampara, I'd like all the shrotas, all you listeners, to imagine this Vedic parampara as a tree. And we will take a look at all these sections and where they are placed in this beautiful Vedic tree. Now, let us look at Shruti and Smriti, the two sections of Vedic texts of the Veda parampara. First, you have the Shrutis, Shruya Shravane, that which is heard. Of course, it's passed in an oral tradition, Guru to Shishya, and there are many different reasons why this was done and not written, that we can get to at a later video. But this means that which is heard, Shruyate, that which is heard, that is known as Shruti. Smriti, Smriya Smarane, that which is remembered. So we have the Smriti texts, which come from great adhyatmic cogitation, and this is the reason why they are remembered, and therefore they are called Smriti Shāstras. Again, we're going to come to the term again and again. So Shastra, it is very important to define the term Shastra. The term Shastra comes from the Sanskrit root shasu hinsayam. In effect, it means violence, but no, when you're referring to Shastra, it means Shasyate anena, that by which a rule is established or principles are established. And therefore, that is what a Shastra is. When the adhyatmic progresses and processes of the great rishis revealed some truths, they were remembered and they were shared with the rest of society. And this is what Shastras are. Now let us look at Ved. Vidividyane, knowledge, of course. In the first section, in the Ved, you have Rig, Sam, Yajur, and Atharva. The second section is the divisions of the Ved, what we call Vedāntar Shāstras. In these Vedāntar scriptures, we have the Brahman, Aranyaka, Samhita, and the Upanishads. The third section is the Upaved. Imagine if the Ved and Upa, the prefix Upa means below, and therefore that which is just below the Ved is known as Upaved. So from Rigved, we have Ayurved. From Samved, we've got Gandharva Ved. From Yajurved, we have Dhanurved. And of course, from Atharvaved, we have Shilpaved. These are the four Upaved. We will discuss all of these in various different videos. All these sections, this is just to name them. Now you have these four Upaved. The Ved, the Vedāntar, and the Upaved. These are collectively the Shruti Shāstras, and they are the roots of this Vedic tree. It is because of these that the entire tree is sustained. Now we come to the trunk, the tree trunk, that which essentially bears this entire tree. And of course, this is what is seen, and therefore, even in Sanātan Dharma, it is the Vedāng, it is the study of the Vedāng which will ultimately be the reason for people to understand exactly how the Sanātan Dharma is. And this is the tree trunk, this is the trunk, the Vedāng, referring, of course, Anga meaning a part of the Ved. Shiksha, Kalp, Nirukta, Vyakaran, Chand, and Jyotish. Shiksha is phonetics, the accents in various different ways in which the Ved are passed orally. Kalpa, Vedic rituals. Nirukta, etymology, how those terms came into existence. Vyakaran, grammar, how the various different roots and dhatus, the suffixes and prefixes and word formations and so on and so forth, how they come into existence. That is Vyakaran, grammar. Chand, prosody, or meters, if you will. And of course, Jyotish, the sixth one Jyotish, both astrology and astronomy. This is the trunk of the Vedic tree. Now we come to the next section, Itihās, history, Ramayana, Mahabharata and the Puran. These are the various branches of the Vedic tree. Characters, symbolism, plots, various different themes weaved into these beautiful kathas. These are the various different branches of this Vedic tree. Now we come to Purushārth Shāstras, the four Purushārth, Dharma, Artha, Kam and Moksha. These four and the related texts. So the related Purushārtha texts, Dharma Shāstra, Artha Shāstra, Kama Shāstra and Moksha Shāstra. These are the various leaves of the Vedic tree. These are essentially what give energy. We don't want to go into an entire lecture on photosynthesis, but the leaves are essentially what convert the sunlight into energy, which sustains the entire tree. And it is the various different Purushārth, the very existence, the very reason that we have energy, what we are striving to achieve are these four Purushārth, and these Purushārth Shāstra show us the way, and therefore they are the leaves of this Vedic tree. Now we come to Darshan Shāstra, that which is seen. What do we see in trees? We see the beautiful flowers and the myriad range of different colors that those beautiful flowers may well be. And therefore, the Darshan Shāstra, they are the flowers of this Vedic tree. You have Mīmānsa, Yoga, Vaisheshika, Vedānta, Sankhya and Nyaya. These are collectively known as the 6 Astika Darshans. We will deal with all of them in a later video, but just to name them. These are the 6 the Vedic Astik Darshans. And now we come to what exactly is the result of this Vedic tree. Why is it that so many have committed their entire lifetimes to the service of this Vedic lineage, to the service and care of this Vedic parampara, this Vedic tree? It is essentially because of the fruits, which are the Jnanis, the knowledgeable ones, the Vidwans, the Sant, the Mahatmas, the great yogis, and above all, the great bhakts, who have essentially committed their entire lifetimes to the devotion of their Isht. It is these great souls, these great Atmans, who essentially are the very fruits of this Vedic tree. Now that we have understood this entire tree, all the sections, now we can proceed to understand each section in great depth. Mahadev.